Baby, you want me to remove the bones? My husband likes the bones. I think it's gross. It doesn't look very appealing, but it's very tasty. It is Father's Day 2022. I'm just gonna be preparing my husband's breakfast. I am planning on taking him out for dinner, but I'm gonna be making him his one of his favorite breakfasts. You're probably not gonna be familiar with this breakfast. Maybe if you're Jamaican, Jamaicans probably wouldn't prepare this meal this way. This is just the way I do it, the way he likes it. So I'm gonna flip the camera around and show you guys what I got going on. Okay, I'm gonna be preparing jack mackerel with butter beans and dumpling. So these are all the ingredients that I'm gonna be using. So here, of course, we have the Grace jack mackerel in tomato sauce. We have butter beans. We're gonna need salt, onion powder, which is optional, tomato ketchup, which is also optional, and of course here we have all-purpose flour. Already I have a pot of water that I'm gonna bring to a boil. I also add salt to the water, so it's like salted water, and this is where I'm gonna put my flour. So we're gonna get started. So I'm gonna get this bowl and I'm gonna add the flour because I'm gonna make the dough to make the dumplings. This is the amount of flour that I'm gonna be using. I'm gonna throw in some salt. I'm just gonna combine that, and I'm just gonna add some water just to get the dough going. Make sure that your hands are clean before you do this. Make sure under your nails are clean, your hands are clean before you do this, because it does get up in between your fingers, under your nails, and all that good stuff. Okay, I'm just trying to get the perfect consistency right now.
Rage on that beat, going crazy.
Right now I'm okay with the consistency of the dough, but I'm gonna have it sit for a little while just so it could get some moisture, because it's gonna be much easier for me to make the dumplings that way. So I'm just gonna sit it down a little bit. I'm not gonna sit it for too long because I don't want it to get all soft and sweaty and too wet, because that's actually gonna make your dumplings a little bit too soft, and you know, we don't want that. So I'm just gonna put the lid on it just for a little while, and then I'll be right back to make the dumplings. So it's been about 5 minutes. So the dough should be ready. So now I'm just gonna show you guys how I make the dumplings. So I kind of just ball it up like that. And just kind of put a little hole in the middle. Not really sure why they do that, but I'm sure someone will tell me. And this is usually what it looks like. Okay, I make small dumplings because I have small hands, but I know some people are capable of making like big ones. So I'll just boil it up like that. Okay.
Rage on that beat, going crazy.
Okay, so these are the dumplings. I'm basically gonna just throw them in this boiling water that I have behind me. So let's go. Okay, so I'm just gonna give the dumplings a spin so they don't stick to the bottom of the pot. And I'm just gonna leave it here for like, I don't know, 15 minutes. Or until they start to float on top. That's when I'll know it's done. So now I'm gonna get started on the mackerel. And I'm gonna have you guys take a look at how I do that. But I always pour it out because it has bones in there that I like to remove. Baby, you want me to remove the bones? My husband likes the bones. I think it's gross. Okay. Okay, so this is basically what it looks like. It doesn't look very appealing, but it's very tasty. Just like to split it open. Like that. And that's the bone that I'm talking about. And I just pull it out like that. Let me introduce it to this. Yeah. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so I like to just go in and kind of mash it out a little bit into pieces, not small pieces, but like medium size or small to medium size. Okay, so I just go in and kind of do that. I know every Jamaican person eat this, okay? I'm not gonna say every, but a lot of us grew up eating this stuff. I didn't appreciate this until I got older. When I was growing up, if my aunt or mom said that this was for dinner, I'll be like, ugh, why? Can we just eat chicken every day? But as I grew older, I started to appreciate little things like this. Okay, so this, I'm just gonna leave it like that. Okay, so this is the pot that I'm gonna use. I'm gonna go in with my pure canola oil, which is the only kind of oil that I use. I find that it has like a clean taste. I don't like vegetable oil because it does have a taste. So I'm just gonna put in some oil. I want it to silver fly.
Rage on that beat, going crazy.
This is where things become a little bit untraditional because I'm gonna add some more tomato sauce, aka tomato ketchup, because this is gonna add a little bit of like sweetness. So this is just the way I do it, okay? To me it's better this way. I like the taste, the consistency that the ketchup gives it. So that's why I add it. Okay, I'm gonna add some red crushed pepper. I don't have no Scotch bonnet. I never do.
Rage on that beat, going crazy.
Okay, I'm gonna turn my attention to the dumplings. They look pretty much done. By the way, I could have added some green bananas and maybe some yams or something like that, but I don't have any of that right now. And number two, my husband and myself, we're not really crazy about ground provisions. So all we're doing today is the dumplings. I'm just gonna turn off the dumplings because I think it's done. Okay, and I think the mackerel is all done. So I'm just gonna plate the food and hand this over to my husband. Okay guys, so this is the end result. This is dumplings with jack mackerel and butter beans. It's slightly sweet, it's slightly spicy, it's very yummy. It doesn't have the most appealing look, but trust me, it's delicious and it's one of my husband's favorites. So I'm just gonna go ahead and hand him his food. He's gonna be pretty excited because I haven't done this in a while. It is steaming hot, so I gotta be careful. Let's see what he thinks.
Always good.
It's good?
Always.
Okay, guys, so you heard it. So that's pretty much it for my husband's Father's Day breakfast. When he woke up this morning, I said, what do you want for breakfast? Anything. And he said, can I have that dumpling and mackerel with the butter bean, Shauna style? And I was like, absolutely. So happy Father's Day to all the dads out there, and just to all the men that play a significant role in our lives. Okay, we have to celebrate the men too. Okay, so yeah, that's it, and I'll see y'all later.